Hello world, my name is DeAndre Laquarius Horton and welcome to The Message. In today's video, I will be discussing the topic of your public persona versus your private persona. The reason that I wanted to talk about those two things today is because I recently went and seen the movie Nobody's Fool by Tyler Perry. And it centered around this woman who was this big time marketing executive who thought she had found true love via an online relationship. In the movie, it deals with her and the person that she's dating online and this other guy that she's known in real life for a long time who owns a coffee shop. And the story in the movie, it hits all three people this idea of who we are when we're out in public, and then who we are in private, or as I like to say, who we really are behind closed doors. Now, I understand that when you're out in public, particularly if you're working on a job or you're going to a job interview, one thing that you wouldn't do on the job necessarily that you would do in the comfort of your own home is talk the way you do at home. That's particularly when you're on an interview. You don't want to go into an interview and talk like you would at home because it may be off-putting to your potential employer. With all of that being said, I think that when it comes to who we are when we're out amongst people and then who we are as people, I think that we have, as a society, tend to give more power over the public persona now instead of who we really are, because we're afraid to open up to people and let people see who we really are, because we're afraid if they see our true self, then they won't accept or respect us. And I look at it like this. If you put so much time and you put so much effort into creating this character, creating this persona for people to see, and you let that identity be seen by people, if you can take that much time to do all of that, to create an image and to create this idea of what people will accept as to who you are, then you can put that same effort forth, that same dedication and energy with who you actually are. Let people see you for who you are. Because if we spent more time being open and honest and real about who we are, then I honestly believe that that would help a lot of the issues that we have today. Because so many people long for acceptance and love and adoration and acclaim via the wrong people, the wrong sources, or the wrong places. They look for this positive energy in places that they shouldn't, and you end up oftentimes being more miserable than you were to begin with. So understand that in life, not everyone is meant to like you. Some people will dislike you without even knowing anything about you. That is the way that life goes sometimes. Some people would rather believe what they hear of you than actually coming to you and seeing who you are. And then some people, no matter how hard you try, no matter how much effort and energy and love that you give to them, showing them your authentic and genuine self, they still won't like you. Or they won't reciprocate the energy and love that you're giving them. And that's okay. What is to be learned I like to say from life is that you go through life and you meet so many different people, and the people serve so many different purposes. You get to see that some people are there short term, some people are there for a long period of time, and then other people, they just kind of come in and out of your life sporadically. But whatever the case may be with a person, try to always be who you are around them. Because I promise you, if you stick to who you are, you stick to your convictions, you'll be honest with yourself about who you are, and you'll be honest with who you are around other people. The people who want to make an effort with you, who want to spend time with you, who want to help you grow and cultivate who you are as a person, they'll do that. And they'll be real with you as well. They'll let their guards down. They'll tear down those imaginary walls, and you two, three, or however many of you that it is in a group or a pair, you will be comfortable around one another, and you will get to see one another for who they are. Flaws and all, you'll see each other's hopes and dreams, their desires, as well as their failures, their shortcomings, and their nightmares and downfalls. Because life isn't perfect. Life is complicated. Life can get messy. But it's a beautiful mess, because we learn from our mistakes. We take joy and pride in the good things that happen. And it's all about learning in life, navigating our way through everything, the obstacles, and rising to the occasion with the successes. And it is not necessarily about where we're going, but it's about the journey that we take while we're going, because it's the lessons that we learn and the people that we meet and how we change and grow as time goes on that helps us get to that ultimate destination. So do your best to let that character and let that persona that you create, that public image, don't let it be the driving force of who you are. Let who you are shine bright, because you only have one life, and nobody can do you like you can. There's only one you. You were uniquely and wonderfully made for a reason, and don't forget it. In a world full of people who pretend, be among those few, those select few, who are willing to be fearless and stand out in a crowd of carbon copies and people who seem to love to do whatever else is going on, whatever is the hot topic and trend at the time. Be different. Create your own path. Become a trend setter instead of a trend follower. That is all for today's video. As I always say, if there's anything that you would like to see me talk about, feel free to let me know through any of my social media platforms. If you wish to see any of the other videos that I have done, feel free to do so on my Facebook page at DeAndre Laquarius Horton, or my YouTube channel at DeAndre Horton. And as always, this is DeAndre Laquarius Horton signing off with the message.